Now, I also posed the question in my American Public Health Association poster whether cell towers were disproportionately located at schools that serve low-income families. And I used my town of Montgomery County to perform an analysis. So, what I looked at was the high schools that had cell towers and the high schools that didn't have cell towers in Montgomery County. I also looked at the farms rates. Farms rates are the rates of free and reduced priced meals. I used information from 2022. That was the most recent information I had. And I found, oh, I should mention, there are 11 schools at Montgomery County that have cell towers. 10 are high schools, one is an elementary school. They now say that they will not put cell towers at elementary schools here in the county. On average, the 10 schools, the 10 high schools with cell towers, had farms rates of 51.88%, while the 15 schools without towers had a lower average of 30.69%. This disparity suggests a pattern of inequity linked to socioeconomic status within a district as to how cell towers are placed. In one situation, in a very affluent area of the county, within 24 hours, that cell tower was stopped when the parents stood up and said something. Whereas in another community, they fought and fought and fought. And in fact, the room was filled with people saying they didn't want parents, mostly parents, saying they didn't want this cell tower. And yet it wasn't stopped until the community just went all out, in all the ways that people who work on cell tower issues trying to get more thoughtful placement do.
These towers are put predominantly on the east side of the county, not the west side of the county. Darlene was very smart to ask, where are these at? What schools? What schools have said no? You know the schools they're saying no? The schools in Potomac. Luton said no. Luton had a very big meeting and said no. And you know what they did? They walked away because they didn't want to fight the parents. And so we got very angry because we're in a farm school, predominantly African American, predominantly Latino, and they want to put this tower here. They came here without giving us any notice in November because they didn't think we cared. They didn't think you would show up. They didn't think you would advocate. So I'm telling you that we have to stand